The following video was recorded on location in my state-of-the-art office in the corner of my first floor apartment. If you like what you're about to hear, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell in the upper right corner.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. How's it going?
I'm doing great. Thank you for taking the time to do this interview.
No problem, man. No problem.
Well, awesome. Well, it's great to be able to talk to you again. The last time I got to talk to you was part of the Pirate Fest tour a couple years back at Mill City Nights in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I'm very thankful to be able to help promote the brand new album, No Grave But the Sea, coming out next Friday.
Oh, nice one. Thanks, dude. I remember that tour. That was a fun show.
Oh, absolutely. It was a fun set all around. I mean, every time that I've ever seen you guys, you always put on such a fun show and such great music, and having the experience to be able to check out the whole album now, I can definitely say that you guys are absolutely killing it time around. I love the variety, I love the lyrics especially, and I love everything that's going on.
Oh, thank you, dude. We're pretty proud of ourselves. I think, yeah, we like the variety too. It's like there's like so many different things going on. Like I know, like we released these two singles, like the song Mexico and the song Alestorm, but they just do not represent the album. I don't think it's possible to represent this album with like any two songs. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's such like very heavy, brutal moments going on there. There's such great melodic, ballady moments on here. Of course, the epicness that is Treasure Island. I mean, everything that's going on is just, it's incredible to see the diversity and the no lack of songwriting skills that are going on. I mean, you guys are definitely, it feels very inspired.
Yeah, I think it's like songwriting is a skill. It's a thing you do it enough, you get good at it. You know, I think I like to say we've got a bit better at it. You know, I listened back to our early albums. Yeah, sure, they had some like catchy moments, but if you listen to the song as a whole, like, holy crap, this song was just like a verse, a chorus, and 3 minutes of solo duels. That's like dumb. You know, these days I think our songs are a lot more finely crafted and put together, and yeah, I think it's going to be great.
So how did the whole songwriting process come to be for the new album?
I mean, to be honest, it's the same as always. It's just me sitting on my own in the computer somewhere, typing away into some recording software. It's not very glamorous at all. And then a lot of it as well was our keyboard player Elliot. He wrote a good portion of the album. We kind of traded ideas a lot, and like we worked on each other's songs here and there and added bits and pieces. And yeah, so we do everything remotely because we all live in totally different parts of the world. Like I live in America, Elliot and Mate live in Hungary, Gaz lives in Scotland, Pete lives in Ireland. So we just do everything over the internet, and it just sort of comes together. And we took about 9 months out of last year writing songs. We're very lazy songwriters. We average about maybe one song a month if we're lucky. And so that recorded some demos and then went off to the studio and made it happen.
Oh yeah, I remember the last time that we talked, I remember there was like a MIDI version of one of the songs. I can't remember which one it was, but you were showing it off during the interview, and I really enjoyed what I was hearing from it, and I'm still very much enjoying what's going on with the album.
Yeah, everything we do is we write it all in MIDI. It kind of sounds weird. It's difficult to sometimes, turn that in your head and imagine how it's going to sound in a real song. But I think we've got used to it now, just doing the whole album in MIDI, which is it works for us, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it works and everybody knows their parts and what they want to do with it, I mean, it can turn a MIDI demo into a great song, and it's just a great collection of that time around.
Yeah, I think it's, like I say, it's a very balanced album. There's like those cheesy pop singles like Alestorm, Mexico, even like Fuck the Anchor. There's like the big long epic songs like To the End of the World and Treasure Island, and there's some other kind of more weird folky ones and hard hitting ones and stuff. So I think it's just so much from this album going on.
And with that, with the two singles that are released so far, and I do agree, it's really hard to be able to represent the album with just a couple singles, especially with an album this diverse. What has the crowd reception been so far for the singles?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing with singles, is that, there are people who will listen to the whole Alestorm album and judge it as a whole, and, who will listen to the whole thing. But then there's people who, let's face it, we're on the verge of being some sort of mainstream metal band. There's people who, they only want to hear the two hit singles are the short, catchy songs. So it's of course we release these short, catchy songs because it's great promotion to do them on YouTube, make stupid videos of them. People love them. a lot. But we get a lot of people saying, "Oh my God, Alestorm has changed their style so much. They used to be epic and sing songs about battles, and now here's a dumb drinking song about Mexicans." Like, well, if you listen to the whole album, you'll see it's still all the same thing. If you look back at our previous albums, it's always been release the dumb songs first and leave the big, long, complicated ones on the album for people to hear when they feel like getting into it. But I mean, mostly the reception's been good. There's been a couple of people who've been scared off by the screaming vocals in the song Alestorm. A couple of people who think it's all too simplistic, but who cares? When they hear the whole thing, they'll realize it's good.
Absolutely, and I'm always one of those album guys. I love being able to hear an album from start to finish and hear everything as it was meant to be, not just a one-song representation. I mean, I like being able to hear the thing, and I've always been a fan of those kind of diverse, dynamic albums. And it's great to have a band sometimes that just sticks to one style, but with you guys, I mean, it's great to see all these different things, from the black metal screams to the very poppy, catchy songs and everything in between. I mean, it's great to see.
Yeah, we have this sort of dilemma that we have lots of very different groups of fans. Like, there's the people who like these epic 7-minute proggy tales about pirates and stuff. There's the people who like just the folky stuff that's like da 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 da, let's all drink da da da. And there's people who like the super catchy pop stuff. So it's like, well, we don't know who to market to. We don't know who to, like, okay, which song do we push? Which one of these three bands are we today? And it's like, I don't know. We just try and do all of it at once and hope it works.
And with that, I mean, how does it go about when you guys are coming up with a playlist or set list coming up? I mean, I know you guys got some amazing touring coming up. I mean, how do you think that you're going to be able to go about with that?
I mean, like I say, we don't have any sort of agenda or any sort of art we're trying to communicate. We just want to play the songs that people like the best. So it's basically the most popular songs is what we play. It's as simple as that. So, from this album, it's probably going to be Alestorm, Mexico, Fuck with an Anchor, maybe a couple of extra ones, but we'll save those for later on in the tours and stuff. But for now, we always just stick to the popular songs. So, like talking about our touring schedule, we're doing like Warped Tour this summer, which is ridiculous, given that it's a tour for pop punk bands and metalcore bands and sort of alternative rock bands. And suddenly there's a pirate folk power metal band in the middle, which I don't know how that works, but it does. But we only get a 30-minute set, so we're gonna play just the hits, which is kind of crazy. We've never been able to do that before. So it's going to be like your Keel Hall, The Shipwreck, Drink, Mexico, Alestorm, like a really short, condensed set. That's going to be so much fun to play.
And I would imagine with that, you guys are going to be playing ROM as fast as you possibly can as well. I mean, I know you guys already speed up the song live, but I imagine with a 30-minute set for Warped Tour, it would be even faster.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to get as far as adding rum to it. Some songs have to get dropped eventually, unfortunately. But yeah, doing rum really fast is always fun, because it's a great one to stick at the end of our show, because we're never quite sure how much time we've got left, because we don't play to a backing track, we don't play to back to any sort of things on tape. We actually play live, which is pretty rare these days for a metal band. So everything's live, so all the tempos change here and there, so we never quite know how long our show's going to be. So then if it gets to the end and there's like 1.5 minutes left, we can just squeeze in rum at double speed and it'll work.
Oh, and I love that too, because that was one of the first Alestorm songs I got to hear, and then like hearing it as fast as you could. I think it was at Station 4 in St. Paul where you guys literally did have like a minute and a half left, and you played rum as you possibly could, as fast as you could, and it was just so funny to be able to see that.
Yeah, we've done that a few times now. It's a really handy song to have for that just in case moment.
Yeah, and it's really cool to be able to see that you guys are on a tour as huge as Warped Tour. I mean, while obviously not the regular demographic that you guys have, I would imagine that there's got to be some fans that are going to be there at every show that'll get turned on to you guys just style.
Yeah, I mean, like I read somewhere the average age of someone at Warped Tour is 17 years old, which is crazy. Given that most of our average gigs, the average Alestorm gig is 21 and up only, so it's going to be a whole new different crowd. I mean, of course, I expect there'll be our usual faithful who come dressed in full pirate costumes and ready to party. But yeah, basically the reason we did this tour is it's going to cost us a lot of money to do this. It's sort of an expensive little adventure for us, but we're kind of hoping it's going to open us up to new fans. See,
Yeah, and you guys aren't alone this time around when it comes to metal. I mean, it's incorporating a lot more of that this time around. I see like War is on it this time, Candaria is on it this time. I mean, it's it's cool to see that a tour such as Warped Tour is kind of venturing into this style of metal as well, and hopefully, like I said before, hopefully we'll get those kids interested in this style, because sometimes it just takes being able to hear it or see it in a live setting for them to really start to appreciate it.
Yeah, in a way, I'm kind of disappointed. I was kind of hoping that we would be the odd band out, and it'd be nothing but late '90s pop punk. But yeah, it's just kind of cool if this sort of thing gets more of these like 17-year-old kids into metal and stuff. Well, it's good for us, I suppose.
Oh yeah. So what are the plans after Warped Tour?
Yeah, we're going to do a bunch of stuff. Bunch of festivals in Europe, the usual sort of thing, the European festival circuit. Then a big-ass headlining European tour is in the works for sometime in October. And that's going to be fun. Then it's going to be South America in November for a tour. And I'm really looking forward to it. On that tour, we're going to play Mexico City in Mexico. So playing the song Mexico in Mexico is going to be wild. People are going to do backflips. It's going to go insane. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that one.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I mean, Mexico is such a great, catchy song, and it starts off with MIDI as well, which I really appreciate from our interview from last time. I mean, being able to hear that MIDI come into it, but being able to play a song like Mexico in Mexico City, I mean, people are going to go crazy for that.
Oh, and I'm so excited about that. It's because if you go to YouTube and look at the comments on that video, it's all just Mexicans going, yay, ole, ole, arriba, whatever Mexicans I know. And so it's people are loving it there. So I just can't wait for that.
Absolutely. So I would imagine with the new album coming out this Friday, and all this amazing touring that's going on, is there anything that's going on right now with Gloryhammer, or are you just focusing on Alestorm?
Well, once the Alestorm album comes out, I'm gonna probably start writing the next Gloryhammer album. It's gonna be work. Then we're gonna do a European tour with Gloryhammer early next year, and then after that, it's gonna be next album. Then repeat the whole cycle. So yeah, Gloryhammer's still doing stuff. Don't worry about that.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I was really disappointed to see that the Prog Power show last year, which I went to last year, that you guys unfortunately had to cancel. But I'm glad to see that things are starting to work out again when it comes to songwriting and stuff. And hopefully you guys will be able to do a short little run here, or one-offs, or whatever the case is with Gloryhammer.
Yeah, that whole Prog Power thing, that was really disappointing, because we applied for visas and we got denied because they didn't have enough evidence that we were a popular enough band. It's like the criteria for getting a visa is kind of weird sometimes in America. I don't know if we didn't supply enough evidence, or the evidence didn't exist to say that people like Gloryhammer, people want to see that they're give them a visa, please. So I don't know. Well, maybe next year we'll try again. We convince people that we're a big deal. We'll see.
That just kind of reminds me of local metal scenes where the death metal people feel that anything power metal is not popular enough and people aren't going to enjoy it. I mean, it feels like the U.S. Visa is like doing that for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, the USA is weird. In Europe, this sort of melodic mainstream sort of power metal thing, it's huge business. Like bands like Sabaton, they play to 12,000 people a night in tour. I mean, it's ridiculous. Whereas in America, like metal as a genre is pretty dead. Like at most, a band will pull like 300 and it'd be a great show. So I think people in the US are very out of touch with what makes metal, how popular metal can be in some places. They think they're all like, oh, yes, I'm part of this maligned underground genre. It's like, no. And in the rest of the world, this is just big music. So it's kind of a weird system over here in America, but it works.
So what is that like for you when you're going on tour? I mean, when you're playing the States as compared to playing over in Europe?
I mean, we always have to cut things down a bit for America. Like, we can't take a huge crew. We can't have ridiculous stage props, because all the venues are smaller, the stages are smaller. There's less people, and they're all paying less money to get in, so we can't afford to put on as ridiculous a show, with like lights and stage dressing and stuff. But it's a punky sort of band. Nothing's too organized with us, so we can bring our show anywhere. We can play to 50,000 people in a festival in Europe. We can play to 20 people somewhere in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It all works for us, really.
Yeah, and that's what I've always appreciated about you guys, is not being able to adapt to any venue, but also the bands that you bring with you on tour. I mean, whether you guys are opening for a band like Epica, or you guys are bringing out like Blackguard and Dreadcrew of Oddwood, or doing something like Warped Tour. I mean, it's great to see that you guys are able to adapt to all those great situations.
Yeah, we're very particular these days with the bands we tour with. Like, we don't just, a lot of bands, they say, yeah, whatever, agent, get us some whatever fucking band to buy on, or we'll pay them money, some popular metal band. We don't like doing that. We like hand picking the bands we tour with, like our support bands. So like our next tour, like in Europe, we're basically tour with a bunch of local bands that are our friends, because we don't like many big metal bands. I think they're all dumb and they're all boring people. So we're just going to go and tour with our friends instead, because the people that come out, they just want to see Alestorm, to be honest, all the time. So it doesn't really matter who we tour with. So we may as well just have fun and enjoy ourselves while we're doing it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I mean, this far into the game with Alestorm, I mean, you want to be able to go tour and have fun, not just on stage, but off the stage as well. And when you're able to tour with or play shows with your friends, I mean, it makes it that much more fun.
Yeah, it's because, we are a very lucky band. We're in a very lucky position that people are actually paying us to go and tour and stuff. So it's like, why not, return the favor and then just bring our friends along and have a good time. Bands who would otherwise not get a chance to do these big crazy tours. Like, hey, do you want to come and play to 1,000 people a night in Germany? Yeah, sure, why not? It's because for us, most part, it's having fun. If I didn't enjoy this, I wouldn't do it. So that's why we do it, really.
Yeah, and again, it's cool to see that working both ways. I mean, you guys bringing out smaller bands for these shows, like in Germany, like playing to 1,000 people like that, or for you guys getting that exposure with Warped Tour and playing to all these thousands upon thousands of kids and teenagers that will hopefully be able to check you guys out and really appreciate what you guys are doing. I mean, it's great to see that on both ends.
Yeah, I think we're still on the up and up. I still think things are getting bigger and bigger, and there's more people finding us, checking us out, realizing that we're good fun. Our music's actually good. We're not just some dumb joke band. There's so much going on, but yeah, I think there's a big future for us, and it's hopefully people like us.
Well, I can definitely say after discovering you guys all the way back with the first album, I mean, I've always been a fan. I mean, it doesn't matter to me if a band has a gimmick or a band never changes their style or a band is way too diverse or whatever the case is. What I care about is good songs and good music, and as long as you guys keep that up, I'm always going to be a fan.
Well, thank you very much. It's our plan to keep writing good songs. I don't think anyone ever says, let's write bad songs. Maybe sometimes, but not all the time. For the most part, we make sure our songs are good. But it's, we're going to keep doing our thing. We're not going to shift stylistically so much. It's always going to be sticking around our thing of folky power metal songs about pirates. That's always going to be our doodad. But yeah, I guess that's cool.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and I think once people really get to digest the new album, No Grave But Thee, coming out this next Friday through Napalm, I think they'll definitely see everything that's going on with the band, how mature you guys have gotten with the songwriting and progression of the music, the wacky, funny lyrics that you got going on, especially with Fuck My Anchor. I love that song a lot. I wish I could play that on my radio show at some point. But I just love what you guys are doing this far around, and it's great to see that you guys are still having fun, making fun music, and going out and having these great fun tours.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, that song, Fuck My Anchor, it's sort of, we're got a bit of a quandary here, because I think it's going to be everyone's most popular song, everyone's favorite song. From what I've heard from every interviewer, every reviewer I've seen, they say it's their favorite song. But the problem is, you're not being able to play that on the radio, so I don't know. We'll see how that does.
Unless you guys are able to come up with a great, radio edit version of it somehow to make it just as funny.
If you get the, we do lots of, special edition versions of the album. We had this sold-out version. It comes in a big wooden box, and it comes with a 7-inch single. And the song on that single, it's a censored version of that song. It's called Flipped with a Sausage. All the lyrics just changed to be really kind of childish. Flip you, you're a silly sausage. We're going to poke you right in the leg. It's just really kind of childish lyrics.
I love that. I'm going to have to pick that up somehow, because I would love to be able to play that.
I'm sure that's going to become the radio version of the song.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so very much for taking the time to be able to do this interview. It was a tremendous honor to be able to talk to you again and be able to promote the brand new album, No Grave But the Sea, coming out next Friday through Napalm. It's great to see the great Warped Tour stuff that's going to be going on, and I hope that just gets you legions of fans going on there, because again, I'm just a huge supporter of the fact that if people just get to experience music, whether a friend plays music for them or they go and experience a live band that they weren't expecting and they hear it, that they'll become fans. And I imagine that's going to be happening with Warped Tour, and I really hope that the North American presence grows even bigger than it is right now.
Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, we love playing in America. It's my favorite place in the world. So I just hope that we get popular enough that we can keep coming here and do bigger and better things. So yeah, all fingers crossed.
Oh, absolutely. Well, again, thank you for taking the time to do this. And before we wrap things up, is there anything else you'd like to mention that I haven't brought up yet?
I'd just like to tell everyone to eat recycled pork.